We are here. We have done it. We have made it again. Through the trenches, the jungles, the fires, the blizzards, the tornadoes. It is Friday, January the 28th, 2022. I am James. You are you. We are here. Welcome to the weekend. You are live on twitch.tv/@home with James for the show that won't go away, titled At Home with James. What a week it has been. What a broadcast week it has been. Live right here and in living color along the information superhighway, otherwise known as the internet. I've been dropping that line for upwards of 2 years now, and I don't think anyone cares about it. Frankly, I don't think anyone cares about your boy, James. I'll tell you why. I'm losing it. I think I'm starting to think this COVID thing is pretty serious. Call me crazy. I was one of those deniers for 23 months, but I'm starting to think it's getting pretty bad out there. I feel like that there is a freedom convoy being driven into my brain at all times. My Christmas gets ruined. Then the New Year's gets ruined. Let's face it, I wouldn't have done anything anyways. Everyone's out there on New Year's Eve getting BJs, HJs, and RJs. The only thing I was doing was getting sleep on New Year's, and it's cold. And it's the minus 25s, the minus 30s every single day. Today, I paced around my apartment. A friend called me. I was on the phone with a friend. And during this phone call, the person that I was speaking with said, "Hold on, James. I see a puppy on the street." And I could hear the person that I was talking to speaking so lovingly to this puppy. And then it occurred to me that more people show love to this puppy than they show to me. And then it occurred to me. You ready for this? This show is like a dog pound. This show is like a dog pound, and I'm the old, washed up, haggard, flaccid dog that stomps the yard. That's who I am. But here's the thing. You can't appreciate the young dogs unless you got the old dogs, the old hound dogs, the bloodhounds, the terriers, the bulldogs that walk around just hoping, praying, believing, holding on to the idea that someone, somewhere, somehow, just maybe, might walk up to me and sniff my ass. That is what I am entrusting you, the viewer, the audience, the fan base, to do tonight. That's what we are doing tonight. We are all dogs in the pound, known as At Home with James, and everyone's going to get in line, take a turn to sniff my derriere so I can feel something, some type of appreciation tonight. Who is on tonight's show much later on? By popular demand, the Wayward Traveler. I don't know where this person is. I don't know where this person calls in from. I don't know what this person's name is, but he made his debut a couple weeks back, and our email inbox was on fire. We had a record number 2 emails. We had to bring the Wayward Traveler back. Also joining us tonight is Marc Rowland. Now, if you're familiar with this show, you know that the past couple appearances for Marc, well, they did not go off without a hitch. He has had computer troubles, internet troubles, connection troubles, router troubles up the wazoo. Tonight, we have done something that we believe to be a fail-safe. Marc is going to be coming to us via satellite. You will not see Marc in video. You will hear him, but you will not see him. This is in some type of hope that we can get Marc to be back as a regular correspondent on this itsy bitsy program. Joining us in just a few minutes is that you want to talk about a guy that has been through the ringer like your old pal Jim has been. They don't come any more rough and tumble than Conor Rose. What a show we've got lined up for you tonight. So if you're out there and you're watching, and you're asking yourself, James, are you just going to throw yourself a pity party all night long? Yeah, I am. I absolutely am. And if you're asking, well, James, what are you going to sing a little song that accompanies the way that you feel tonight? Yeah, I am. And it goes a little something like this. Have you ever seen a one-trick pony in the field so happy and free? If you ever seen a one-trick pony, then you seen me. Anyways, let's get started with tonight's program. I mentioned him only a few short moments ago. He's coming into us live from the comfort of his own home, which is a little bit different than where he last came to us from. Please welcome the one and only Conor Rose. Conor, how's it going tonight, buddy?
Hey, James.
Man, can I say that there's something about you? You look a little different.
Yeah, thanks, James. The prison I was at, they lost my clothes. And so on my way out, I had to wear something, and so they gave me this. They gave me this jacket and.
Okay, well, let's back up for a second. You mentioned that the prison you were in last time you were here a couple weeks ago, you were coming to us live from a prison that you had been put in for trying to evade police arrest.
Yes, and for assaulting an officer with a wrist guard.
Yeah, so it sounds like things have turned out for the better. Okay, they maybe lost your clothes, but I don't know. This looks pretty cool, Conor. Coming in from the chat right now, legendary viewer of the show, High Score Run, says, whoa, 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 who is this badass?
It's me, Conor.
Yeah, Conor, how do you feel wearing that toque and leather jacket?
Well, it makes a lot of noise, actually.
Yeah, can we hear some of those noises? Oh, whoa. This is a very provocative sound to this. This is a stiff jacket.
Yeah, so it's like
you sound sticky.
Yeah, I feel sticky.
Yeah.
It's like I'm walking down the street and everyone's like jumping out of the way because they hear me coming down.
Yeah, who's this rough customer?
Yeah.
Now, Conor, how is your life changed since being in jail?
Like it hasn't been that long. I just got out recently. The bail he posted didn't get around to getting to me until this morning. So
yeah, now I don't know why that is. I had sent it. I tried a couple times, but I'm happy to report. I wasn't going to mention this. I did take care of your bail fees.
Yes, thank you, James.
You're welcome.
I'm in so much gratitude towards you. I don't know what I would have done without you. It was getting pretty scary in there, James. Oh, hold on, James. Just give me a second. Hello? Oh, hey. Yeah, of course. Hey, Suzette. Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. Just give me a second. I'll write it down in my agenda.
Jacket is making a lot of noise.
Oh no, that's just one of my buddies in the background. Okay, so February 1st. Yeah, great. I'll see you there. Okay. Yeah, no, you too. Okay. Okay, bye. Bye.
Conor, who was that?
James, that was my neighbor.
What?
That was my neighbor, Suzette.
What happened to your mail lady, Claudette?
Well, what about her?
I thought you had your eyes on your mail lady.
I did, but I mean, this Suzette just called me out of nowhere. She wants to go grab a drink.
So your neighbor has your number?
Yeah. Well, I don't know how she got it.
Okay, well, tell us a little bit about Suzette.
Well, I mean, I don't know her. I feel like I like she's beautiful, and like.
How tall is she?
She's probably like.
How tall are you?
5 feet.
Okay, so you realize when you do that, you're talking about like a 2 foot tall person.
Yeah, James, like, I don't really focus on that kind of thing in someone else. everyone's beautiful in different ways. So
Look, no one said that they weren't. I'm just saying that that's quite a height differential for you, considering you're usually the short person.
yeah. Well, I'm open to all shapes and sizes. So
Okay, so your neighbor Suzette
yeah,
found your number and asked you out for a drink.
yeah, out of nowhere. It's so strange, James.
Okay, well, that's pretty exciting. What a way to break out of jail. Of course, we're saying that metaphorically. You're a free man again, and you're already getting asked out. What do you think it has to do with?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I think it's the leather jacket, James.
Well, yeah, I think that it certainly commands a lot of attention. It looks good and it sounds great.
Yeah, so maybe it's that. You
Now,
know,
I have a question for you. This is this is coming in from the chat. Sassy Lornette in the chat is asking, is this the person who called you? Is their full name Suzette Gagnon?
how do you know?
Well, now again, I don't know if this is true. According to Sassy Lornette in the chat, they say, and this is in reference to Suzette, we called her, quote, the old dartboard at Pub Poubelle.
Oh, never been there. Thanks, Sassy Lornette. Is she a nice person or?
Okay, well, look, we'll table that for now. So you think that this jacket might have something to do with your change in perception in terms of how other people perceive you? Oh, no.
Oh, hold on a second. It's an unknown number. Hello? Yeah, this is he. Yeah. No, I totally remember.
This is the loudest coat I've ever heard.
I mean, for sure. Absolutely. Just let me get on my agenda. No, it's pretty good. You know, like, yeah, I stopped. No, it just bothered me for a couple of days, but then it was good. Yeah, I had to take the Imodium. Okay, yeah, great. So February 9th. Perfect. Okay, thanks, Candace. Yeah. I'll talk to you soon. Okay. Okay, bye.
Okay, well, Candace, who's that? Is that a doctor? Is that a nurse? I heard you were talking about what sounded to be some medical ailments.
Yeah, she was the jail nurse, James.
Wait, hold on. You had to go to the jail infirmary?
Yeah, James.
Well, you're talking about Imodium. You went to the jail doctor's office. Did you have diarrhea?
Yeah, I guess you could just tell everybody that, James.
Well, I feel like you kind of let us know without letting us know, right? Imodium is really only prescribed for one thing.
I was having a private conversation, but okay.
Well, Connor, it wasn't. Okay, you're right. I apologize. So that's Candace, the jail nurse?
Yeah, so I had diarrhea and I had to, so my toilet, as you saw last time, was very exposed and it ended up disrupting the entire floor of prisoners. They all started getting ill because of the smell.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to spend some time with Candace. And I mean, I guess I left a lasting impression because she just asked me if I wanted to go for coffee.
Now, you may have pulled off something that I don't think many men can boast, that they managed to win the heart of a woman because of their diarrhea problem.
James,
Mm-hmm.
I'm beginning to think that chicks dig the bad boys.
Yeah, I understand that. Well, I guess, are you trying to say that having diarrhea makes you a bad boy? Because I can't imagine you were wearing your leather coat in the doctor's office.
No, but she certainly saw me leave the prison.
Okay, so you think that it had something to do with the way that you were strutting out of there in your new leather duds?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, so they say that it's the clothes that make a man. Do you think that having this leather jacket is going to perhaps lead you down a pathway of expanding the rest of your closet, so to speak?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the way this makes me feel is if I wear this, if it makes me feel like this, if wearing a jacket, like why don't I just wear everything leather?
So you're saying you're going to buy a pair of leather pants?
Yeah, I mean,
You're going to end up looking like the Terminator.
hey, like there could be worse.
Yeah, of course. You ever see the Terminator?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess specifically Terminator 2 Judgment Day. That's when he wears the leather outfit.
Yeah.
You might want to get that, Connor.
Sorry, James.
Yeah, no problem.
Yes, hello? Oh, hi. Yeah, I'm talking to him right now. Okay. Really? Do you think he'll mind? I mean, I'm all for it, but yeah. I know. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Okay. Yeah, March 4th. Great. Yeah, perfect. I can't wait. See you there. Yeah. Okay. Okay, bye.
You know, that jacket, it sounds like somebody's squeezing the life out of a duck. Who was that?
James, it was your mom.
No, that's not true. Come on.
Hello? Yeah. No, he doesn't believe me.
Oh,
You might have to call him yourself. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay, bye.
you're trying to tell me that was my mother.
Yeah, James, she wants to take me out for lunch.
Okay, well, my mother is calling me. Hello? Yeah. Yeah, that was you? You're going to take... Yeah, I understand. He's wearing a very loud jacket, and it's... Yeah, I hear it as well as everyone else does, too. Oh, so you and Connor are going to go out for lunch? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. There's something different about him with the coat on. I get it. Why don't... Mm-hmm. Why don't we talk about this after the show? I don't want to pass that message along. Connor?
Yeah?
My mom wants you to know that her medicine cabinet is stocked up with lots of Imodium in case you need it.
Oh, thanks, Mama McGee. Thanks.
Ugh. All right, well, Connor, I think that's it's just about our time, I think.
Oh, James.
I know we didn't get into as much as we used to, but I gotta say, it looks like things are really turning around for you there.
Yeah. Oh, James. I feel like people have warned me about this.
Warned you about what?
Oh, when one guy in the group like starts to, be really popular with the ladies, like other guys can get kind of jealous.
Yeah, Connor, I'm not jealous of you because you might be having lunch with my mom.
Well, I mean, she didn't call you to ask you for lunch. So.
Maybe I'll go out to lunch with your mom.
James, you stay away from her.
Look, that Karen Rose is quite a catch.
Oh, James, I'm getting all hot and bothered under this
Oh,
jacket.
I don't think you're using that in the right term, Connor. Why don't we call it a night here, and then you can take that coat off if you want. Relax.
Hey, sure, James. But I feel like you should give it a shot.
Give what a shot?
The coat.
Wait, your coat, or I should buy my own leather coat?
We could share it.
All right. Well, yeah. Stay tuned in the upcoming weeks where Conor Rose and I might share a leather jacket.
James,
Mm-hmm.
this has been really fun. I'm really glad
Yeah,
to
it's
be
been awesome. Yeah.
back in the saddle.
Yeah.
I'll tell your mom you say hi.
Yeah, please do. And ride on, cowboy. Thanks, Connor.
Bye, James.
That's Conor Rose. I need you to know something if you're out there watching. Those leather jacket sounds you heard, those were not sound effects. That was the actual jacket. That thing's got to be greased up something fierce. It's not every day that you find out one of your supposed friends and pals is going out on a date with your mom. And then your mom tells you that if your friend needs it, she's got plenty of Imodium. It's a banner night right here on the At Home program. Folks, we are going to move on to our next guest. Here's the thing. We don't know what's going to happen with this person's Wi-Fi. All I can tell you is that there is some type of backup plan. Whether or not that works is up for debate. Folks, let's welcome our second guest this evening. He is truly the purveyor of bad internet connections, coming to us via satellite. It's Marc Rowland. Marc, welcome back. We're setting up the satellites right now. I can see the connections. They're coming into play. Things are working out, I think. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you, James, but I can't make any promises for this evening.
You can't make any promises. So once again, for folks that are just tuning in, there's a reason why Marc is coming to us only via audio. It's because we don't believe that his video card is up to snuff. Marc, you're still there.
I'm still here, but it's tenuous. My internet has a tenuous grip. I could go at any time. Just know that.
Well, I'll let you know there's breaking news on our scroller right now. It says breaking news, Marc Rowland, internet still bad. How do you respond to that breaking news?
It's very true, James. In fact, this whole situation has given me a new outlook on life.
What's the outlook?
Well, basically, it's just
That's a very strong statement.
It's true. It's true, though. It's just that, I could go at any moment, right?
Mm-hmm.
I could
true. Yeah, life, these moments are fleeting.
Yeah. I really feel like I have to take advantage of the situation, like I have to take advantage of every moment I have with you.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't know if I like that terminology about you wanting to take advantage of every moment you have with me, but we're going to do that together collectively.
I have to enjoy it. I have to sip it in.
All right, yes, sip it in. Now,
Yeah.
Marc, when we discussed what you were going to talk about on air, you said that, quote, you had some stuff you wanted to get off your chest about some of the other people who contribute to the show.
Well, James, yeah, I mean, just like this idea of, life is fleeting, and this, really makes me think like maybe I should just talk about what's going on with me and what I think about the world.
Okay, well, so why don't we start there? What are you thinking about the world these days, Marc?
It's freaking cold, man.
Yeah, it's awful. It's absolutely awful.
Yeah, every day I don't just wear long johns. I wear long johns and jogging pants underneath my pants.
Okay, so you're wearing long johns, jogging pants, and then a pair of grown-up pants.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's really cold. That must mean you're looking forward to spring.
Oh yeah. And I don't just wear a toque, James.
Oh?
I wear a hood underneath my toque.
So you put the hood on and then you wear the toque over the hood as opposed to the toque and then the hood over the toque.
I got a big pom-pom, James. So
right,
it's not going to fit. The hood's not going to fit. And you know what? It's actually a really good, it's very snug. The whole thing is very snug. Protects the back of my neck, the front of my neck, the side of my neck. My whole neck basically is protected.
Now, what are you doing in terms of gloves?
Oh, James, I have gloves that look like boxing gloves. They're essentially like boxing gloves. They're so warm. I bought them a few years ago for a dream, like an incredible deal in like the tunnel between the train station and like the Eaton Center, somewhere around there.
Sure. Yeah, I believe that I may have been with you when you purchased them.
I think you were there. It was probably one of the best purchases of my life. I'm so happy with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So Mark, it sounds like you're prepared for the elements. What else do you want to talk about?
Well, I mean, I just like, I feel like, people on the show make certain claims,
Okay.
and they're not really true,
Well, no, you mentioned that life in these moments are fleeting, and you want to get stuff off your chest. Is there some people that you'd like to talk about?
Well, I guess I just want to, like, if I'm going to go out, I want to be remembered for something, right?
All right. Now you keep talking if you're going to go out, right? There's no reason to believe that you're going to, though, right?
Well, James, if I disconnect from this call, I might be gone forever, right?
I think I'm following what you're going with here. So basically, you want to leave your mark. You want to leave no stone unturned. Okay.
Yeah. So let's just say this. All right. How many times have I come on the show and read poetry, James? How many times have I read poetry?
I would say you've done it somewhere 3 to 5 times.
3 to 5. That's a big spread. That's a lot of poems.
Over the course of 2 years? Yeah, it is.
Yeah. And also, how many times in each of those shows have I, like, how many poems per show?
Okay, well, you've done a few types. You've done haikus.
Yeah.
You've done what else? I believe you. What now? I don't remember. Was it an iambic pentameter? What's it called?
Yeah. So I did a poem in iambic pentameter. Yeah, it was a sonnet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And the one you really like, I know you love
the acrostics.
You keep talking about them.
Mm-hmm. So you do anywhere from 3 to 5 poems per appearance.
3 to 5 poems per appearance. Yeah. 3 to 5 times.
Yeah. Well, okay. So where are you going with this?
I mean,
Mark?
that's a range.
You're getting heated about these poems.
Yeah. Well, that's a range of 9 to 25 poems. I've done anywhere between 9 and 25 poems.
Yes.
Yeah. That's a lot of poems, between 9 and 25. And that's an incredible spread. That's a huge quantity and a variety of poems.
Now some other people that have done poetry on the show, for starters, we had Harl Barnes, who's no longer with us. I believe he's only done anywhere from maybe 2 to 4 poems.
I'm going to say they're all posers. That's what I'm going to say.
So you're saying that Harl Barnes is a poser. We'll
poser?
Yeah.
Harl Barnes, poser for sure.
Okay, so and Andy Asaf,
like rest in peace, but okay.
Andy Asaf has also done poetry. Now he did a lot of holiday themed poems. I believe Andy's only done 3 or 4.
Hold on, James. I missed that because my internet was going
look, these
on
moments
that
are
moment.
fleeting.
What did you say about
These
Andy
moments are fleeting. I was saying that Andy Asaf has also done poetry. He did holiday themed poetry. He's only done about 3 or 4 poems. What do you think about Andy?
Andy Asaf, can you hear me? Am I gone?
No, we hear you.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Andy Asaf, poetry. I mean, he's good. He's good for an amateur. Yeah, not bad.
Okay, now there's been some discussion between Andy and our first guest tonight, Conor Rose, who claims to be the one and only true poet laureate on the show. Now, I have to say that, Mark, you were the first person to do poetry on the show.
Who?
Conor Rose.
Yeah, I know. Conor Rose, who's on the show tonight. What an insult to me. I specifically said I did not want to do the show with Conor Rose ever again. I specifically wrote to you.
Yeah, and it's true. Okay, so if we're going to pull the curtain back, we'll get into it. I understand that there was some tension there, but I didn't think it was true enough that you couldn't coexist on the same show, Mark.
Yeah, I don't want to see him. I don't want to be on the show. I don't want to be associated with the guy. The guy's a piece of crap. He's a piece of crap.
Wait, hold on. What was that?
What did my internet
I heard
go?
you. I heard you, but I want to make sure that I heard correctly.
Piece of crap.
You're saying?
You heard me.
I don't mean to.
POC, a piece of crap.
I don't mean to laugh. I'm not trying to rile you up. I'm just shocked that you would say such a thing about maybe the sweetest guest on the show.
Conor, were we talking about the same person? Conor Rose?
Conor Rose, yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, King of Crap City. Yeah, that's what I'd like to say.
Now, I don't know if anyone has ever said anything negative about him, let alone you've been profusely calling him a piece of crap.
Yeah, piece of crap for sure. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna get this hashtag trending on Twitter.
What's the hashtag?
Conor Rose piece of crap.
All right, so we're gonna see if that gets trending on Twitter. We're gonna go to the chat because the chat is starting to really blow up.
Okay.
So we've got coming in from Brazen Raisin. We've got, quote, Mark lacks empathy. From Naive Adventures, we heard, quote, I heard piece of crab. Then we've got from High Score Run. Now, Mark, this is going to appeal to you, quote, we agree with Mark.
Nice. High Score Run. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. So, I mean, look.
And again, I'll say this. High Score Run goes on to say, quote, wears a leather jacket and he thinks he's better than Mark. Now, in fairness, I don't think Conor was wearing the jacket because he thinks he's better than you.
No, I mean, certainly, I think there are a lot of simps out there. They're simping for Conor Rose. They're just like, ooh, Conor Rose. They're just like, fapping it all day. But honestly, I just think they're fanboys, and I don't buy it.
Okay, well, Conor had a call from 3 separate women on tonight's first segment, one of which included my mother. What do you say to that?
Yeah, I think it's really sad. I think it's like an indication of kind of like what's happening these days. I just think like we got to get back to like the roots of really like, looking back at, come on, man, like our heroes. Shoot.
Okay, so you're saying that people are misguided.
I think they are.
Yeah, okay.
I think
Mark,
they're following
and look, you're not without your moments, right?
Idols.
Last time you were here, look, Conor's talked to 3 women tonight. You were on the show and you claimed that you had an erotic New Year's Eve.
I made that claim?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nice.
Okay, so this is the reason I'm bringing this up is because
but I gotta say, James, that's not my metric. That's not my metric for success. My metric, and I want to say that James, my metric for success is 9 to 25 poems in 2 years. Okay, Conor Rose, Conor Rose has done how many? I don't care how many women he's boinked. Okay, whether
just the one.
Oh, well, or one. Well, that don't impress me much, James.
All right, Shania.
Yeah.
Let's get okay. So I want
the great Shania Twains. Twains. Yeah.
The reason I bring it up is because you said that if people like Conor are where others put kind of their heroics in, there's a real problem. So what I'm saying, the reason I brought up your New Year's Eve eroticism,
it's vapid.
Okay. So
that's what I'm saying.
This is purely based on poetry. Well, I got a production note that Conor has written and performed 16 poems.
16. Okay. That's pretty close to like halfway between my range, my potential range.
Look, we're not in a position right now where we can have the both of you talking to each other. So if there's something that you could say to Conor right now, if you were face to face with him, what would you say?
I'd honestly just like tell him to like 16. That's one under my average. Yeah, my average is 17. So
that's what you'd say to him, that his average is,
because 9 plus 25 is 34. 34 divided by 2. So I got 17. He's at 16. So he needs one more in order to even face my average. I challenged Conor Rose. Basically, is what I want to say.
What are you challenging him to? Fight?
A poetry slam.
Okay, so you want to have a poetry slam with Conor Rose on this show. Now, the big question is, will your internet be able to handle it?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Well, it does matter. If I'm going to advertise a slam poetry night, I need the competitors to be here.
Okay, well, fuck it. We'll do it live.
Oh, Mark, you're very heated about this, right? Because last time you were on the show, you discussed this and you were a little bothered, but it seems like time has done, some real damage to you.
Well, it's cold outside, James, so I'm not going outside.
Yeah, I can't believe this segment started out with you talking about how many layers you wear, and then it turned to you're calling Conor. What were you calling him again?
A piece of crap.
Yeah, you're calling him a piece of crap on the show.
Yeah. I mean, look, when I go outside, I'm wearing a t-shirt. I'm wearing a sweater. I'm wearing my hoodie.
Mm-hmm.
I wear a vest. I wear then a light sort of jacket, and then I wear my outside jacket.
Well, now again, this is not either. This is a poetry contest or a clothing contest. But I will say on the topic of clothing,
both of them I would win. I don't care about this leather jacket.
Well, I'll tell you what. In the chat right now, your one supporter, High Score Run, has got a suggestion here to really raise the stakes.
Yeah.
The winner of the slam poetry contest gets the leather jacket.
Okay. Well, I know what I would do with it.
What's that?
I'd burn it.
So you'd burn Conor's leather jacket in effigy?
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
You really have a problem with this guy?
Yeah, like it bothers me a lot. I just think like this guy gets all this attention, all these women, all these fans that you got like in the Twitch stream, writing messages like hearts and things, and it just really I just don't like it. Right.
Okay. Well, what would you get?
I just want to expose Conor Rose. I want to expose Conor Rose.
Okay. Expose him as what?
A piece of crap. A piece of crap.
No, Mark, this is getting pretty stiff.
Stiff? Yeah. You bet your bottom dollar it's stiff.
Now, look, I'm projecting here. It sounds like maybe people could misconstrue what you're saying as a bit of jealousy, maybe.
Jealousy? No. So like what I'm interested in is I'm interested in exposing the truth here. That's all I want to show.
And the truth is?
James, you already know what I'm going to say. And I'm not going to say it.
All right.
Because you already know it.
All right.
Okay. You thought I was gone for a second, right?
No. I was just giving you space in case you wanted to say what you wanted to say.
That's very magnanimous of you.
Thank you. I try to be as magnanimous as possible. Well, Mark, look, as we begin to wind down here, I got to say, I'm glad that the internet connection was able to hold up your end of the bargain. We were able to hear you.
Yeah.
I just want to say I'm really shocked about the things that I am hearing.
Well, I mean, be shocked, I guess. Sometimes you need a shock to the system in order for things to change. Like when things have that status quo, you need to smack things down. You gotta, when you're at the fair, you gotta knock down a few bottles in order to win the prize.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it sounds like within the next couple of weeks, we're going to see maybe, and again, Conor's going to have to accept this, a slam poetry competition between you and Conor Rose.
Well, you might see it, you might not see it, depending on my internet connection.
Well, look, I'm willing to do what we can to make sure that I'll have you do your poetry live from my home if that's what it's going to take.
Okay, well, construct a bubble for me.
All right. Well, Mark, thanks so much for being here via satellite, and we'll talk soon.
Yeah, all right. Well, thanks for having me on, James.
Well, the pleasure's all mine.
No, it's mine.
All right. Well, cool. Folks, that's Marc Rowland. And to say that I'm flabbergasted is an understatement. You heard it here first. Quote, Conor Rose is a piece of crap, according to Marc Rowland, who has now challenged Conor for a slam poetry competition that's going to be happening at some point over the next couple of weeks on this show. But first, we got this coming Monday. Who's going to be here? Well, it's the man you love. Some of them you love him, some of them you love to hate him, but he's back in the saddle again. Dave Kaufman, this coming Monday right here live on Twitch. Until then, we welcome our final guest of the evening. As I mentioned at the top of tonight's broadcast, he is back by popular demand. His location, unknown. His whereabouts, unknown. His name, unknown. But with that said, please welcome the Wayward Traveler. Wayward Traveler, welcome back to the program, my friend. How's the road treating you? All right, now, do you know where you're coming to us from tonight, or is it still kind of an unknown mystery? Well, it sounds like you're enjoying the music of the band tonight. Yeah, I've heard of the band, yeah. This sounds like maybe this sounds like a karaoke version of the song, but you know. Well, now that's what I think really makes you a fascinating guest on this show, Wayward Traveler. Yeah, I got to tell you, today was a bit of a difficult day. You know, sometimes you hit the wall with all of the stuff that goes on. Yeah, I feel stressed. I feel stressed today. I have to say, as you say that, the way that the road brings you back to me, I want to just let our technician tonight, Devin, know that I think our audio might be muted. I'm not quite sure, but Devin will take care of that, and we'll you know, I don't want you to worry about it, Wayward Traveler.
I'll take a look at it. Sorry.
We're gonna take a look at it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I wasn't aware that you had any type of skill in the way of technical capabilities, Wayward Traveler.
I've seen a lot
in
my time. A lot of different things.
Okay.
I've been a part of different paths.
Mm-hmm.
I've met a few things.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I know a thing or two about radios.
Yeah, okay, well... With that said, as I mentioned off the top, you're back by popular demand. People were absolutely taken by you. Your wistful way of speaking, you know, there's something very calming about you, Wayward Traveler.
I think the road makes it appear that way. Hard to whisper when you go so fast like I do.
Yeah, well, you're coming to us on the back of your, was that a Harley Davidson? Kawasaki?
Yeah, it's a motorcycle.
Mm-hmm.
You ever been on one before?
I have to say, I have never been on. I've always been a little, truthfully, a little scared to get on a motorcycle.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what I need to do in life, is take a couple more risks.
Something you said off the top while I was riding. Something about a dog. And the way people don't look at you the way they look at a tiny dog.
Yeah, you know, the way people see a dog, they get excited, they feel overwhelmed with excitement and emotions. Yeah.
Yeah. Made me sad when I thought about it. I said, there's a guy who brings so much love into the world. And doesn't get anything back.
Well, I guess the question is, do you have any tips for me, Wayward Traveler?
When I look at you, I see a golden man.
A golden man?
Screeching and careening across the sky. As a bird soars and the falcon screeches. The falcon doesn't demand for food, it takes it. Man who doesn't get on the Harley, the Kawasaki, or the thing with just two wheels and a motor, is a man who's not going to get the prize.
Okay, so you're saying that I got to be a little bit more insatiable. I have to take a chance. I got to take a risk.
Yeah. But I'm also just a man.
Well, it sounds like you're telling me that I got to find my motorcycle. I have to find my internal falcon.
I'm gonna cut to the chase, bro.
Cut to the shakes.
What was your name?
My name?
What was her name?
Whose name? The dog?
That motorcycle you never got on. That risk you never took.
Oh, I mean, I could be a variety of things, right? It doesn't have to be a person. It could be, you know, that job I didn't take, or that application I didn't fill out, or that swimming pool I didn't jump into.
Can I tell you a story?
Was this the Marshall Tucker band?
I was working at a carnival. I was a crazy man in the metal sphere. You know, the one that a man gets on the motorcycle and he goes around and around and around inside.
Sure, yeah, kind of like a bit of a daredevil.
I always loved that superhero.
What, Evel Knievel?
No, Daredevil.
Oh.
Blind, but he's still an effective superhero.
I wouldn't have taken you as a comic book fan.
I'm a fan of a lot of things, but I'm the biggest fan of you.
You're my biggest fan? Of all the things that you're a fan of, you're the biggest?
I'm trying to tell a story, brother.
Oh, my apologies.
This dame came to the carnival one day and flipped $1 through the metal sphere. And I'd go around and I'd try to grab it, and every time she'd pull it away and smile at me. She'd pull it away and smile at me, and I'd come around again and she'd pull it away and she'd smile at me. I'll tell you what, I didn't mind what was in her hand. Could have been $5, could have been 100. That smile was the only thing I ever needed. When I got out, she looked me dead in the eyes and she said, "Come with me, fast man. Come with me, fast man. Let's go fast. Anywhere, anytime."
Okay, well, is this a
You know
story
what I
about
said?
you meeting a woman or me trying to find my internal falcon?
What that woman she done doing to me.
Yeah, this is the Marshall Tucker band.
Yeah, but it's the karaoke version.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say, James, is it's been about taking a risk.
Mm-hmm.
The person you love, that's never a risk at all.
Yeah, but I don't think for me this story is not about love, though. I have to tell you, there's no one I'm really looking at as a love interest that I need to pursue, right?
The eagle soars when it means to. I'm not gonna rush you, brother.
I feel like there's a lot of bird talk tonight. Eagles and falcons, yeah.
Yeah, it could be. Or it couldn't.
All right, well, I think this is as inspiring as it is maybe just a touch confusing. What happened between you and the woman?
She died.
Oh. Well, my condolences. That's horrible. Metaphorically? What do you mean?
She died metaphorically. She got an office job. And she salary and benefits. I asked her. Well, I rode this bike right up to the 10th floor of her office building. I said, "This ain't you, babe. This ain't you. Why don't you come with me? I know where to go."
She stayed at the job.
A suit walked in. She remarried. I understood then and there that my wings needed to take me elsewhere, so I left.
Okay, so you found your internal eagle or falcon.
Yeah. It's been making me happy ever since. You see, the thing about love is it comes and goes like the wind.
Yeah.
A whisper.
Yeah, again, this just feels more about you talking about your love life than it does me finding my internal falcon, though.
Sometimes a story around the campfire is a way to get you to warmer than the fire itself. I'm just trying to share something for you to open up to me.
Well, I thought I did. I said the top of the segment, I say, it feels, there's days where you just hit a wall and you feel like, you've had it,
All right. I don't mean to pressure you into anything.
No, you didn't. I opened up to you. I mean, you have much more of a poetic way to go about talking about it.
You're a great guy.
Oh, well, that's very nice of you. I appreciate the advice that you've been handing out.
Listen, what do I know about living in the city? Maybe it's
What?
hard out there. I wouldn't know. I've been on the dirt road for so long that maybe I forgot what love is like in the modern age.
Okay, so you're a bit of maybe a lone ranger.
I love that. What is that?
Well, it's just, I guess, like a term, a phrase, way of speaking. Someone to describe someone that's mostly alone, like a lone wolf,
You see
lone
yourself as
ranger.
like a wolf.
What?
Listen, I want you to be happy, all right?
Well, I appreciate that. It's very nice.
I heard about what happened with your mom.
Oh, how she called one of the guests and asked him out.
It's not easy to see a parent find love at an older age.
I don't know if I call it love. I mean, but I understand where you're coming from, right? You okay over there?
Sorry, just brings back memories.
Well, did one of your parents find love at an older age?
There's some things the Wayward Traveler doesn't talk about.
Okay, well, look, you don't have to open up to me. I totally appreciate secrets.
Yeah.
Look, where are you headed next, Wayward Traveler?
I don't know. Where should I go?
Well, where are you right now? Again, it looks like you could be in Nevada, one of the Dakotas, Utah, maybe.
Maybe I should come to you.
You're going to drive to Montreal? It's real cold up here.
The cold never bothered me.
Well, maybe you're exactly what we need to warm this city up.
Can I offer you a piece of advice?
Sure.
I'll tell you something. The tulip is most gorgeous at night when nobody's looking at it. Because in the day, it's got nothing to prove. Because it's too busy working about growing at night. What I mean to say by that is, don't come on the show. Don't let people run you ragged. Because I know that when the lights go off and the camera goes quiet, that you're working, and you're happy, and you're exactly where you need to be. So don't let them come in here and tell you what your petals need to look like. Because damn it, James, you've got it going on, brother. And the bees will come. And they'll want that sweet, sweet nectar. Because it doesn't matter what the petals look like. It looks good to me, brother. Even in the moonlight.
Well, Wayward Traveler, you really summarized that quite succinctly.
Yeah, it's easy to say when you mean it.
Well, I appreciate that. And next time you find yourself stopping somewhere, don't hesitate to pop back in on the show, because I'm sure people will be as fascinated and beguiled as they were tonight as they will be in future iterations and appearances from you. Well, Wayward Traveler, I wish you just nothing but the safest travelers as you ride the highways and byways on that bike of yours.
I don't know how many rides I got left in me. So, I gotta make
All right,
them count.
well, let's make them count.
Yeah. I don't know why, James, but I got a sneaking suspicion that I should stay away
All right. Well, I think if you have that suspicion, you should maybe just follow that, right? You should be like an eagle, be a falcon, and avoid being like a salmon or a tuna, right? Stay away from that water.
I've never let my rules get in the way of what I like to do.
Okay, well, I guess you can just live as you wish, Wayward Traveler. Look, I want to thank you so much for being here tonight, okay?
You know why I like you so much?
Why is that?
Because you're just you.
Well, thank you.
Take it easy, James. Hey.
Well, Wayward Traveler, you hang in there, okay?
Always am. Always will. And remember, when the bee comes, don't be scared.
All right.
They're just coming because they like the honey.
When the bee comes, don't be scared. They're just coming because they like the honey. Noted.
Don't be afraid to take a risk.
Well, thanks so much for the advice, Wayward Traveler. You have yourself a good trip.
I always do, James.
Thanks again, folks. That was the Wayward Traveler. What the hell was that guy talking about? Anyways, that's our show for this evening. I wish you nothing but the best of the best when it comes to weekends. We will be back right here on Monday as well as Wednesday, and of course a week from tonight on Friday. Until then, stay warm. I am James. You are you. We were here. Good night, goodbye, farewell, and of course, be well.